Her attention swept past him, then stopped. Lifting a hand to shield her eyes, she zeroed in on him. His heart froze for an instant, then restarted with hard, drumming beats. With a whoop of sound, Britt pounded down Sweetheart's steps and sprinted in his direction. The village seemed to be sound asleep, but even if it had been packed with people, she'd have run to him exactly the same way. She wasn't shy. Joy, deep, simple joy, pulled his mouth into a grin. He opened his arms and caught her with an oomph. Then he spun her around in the air twice. Carefully, he set her back on her feet, steadying her, the way he always had emotionally. She hugged him tight, pressing the side of her face against his chest for several long moments. She was in his arms. Britt was in his arms. Her silky hair whispered against the underside of his jaw. Her crisp perfume, the one she'd adopted during the 2 years she'd spent in France after graduating from culinary school, filled his senses with the smell of flowers, blackberry, orange, and sunshine. Greedy to catalog every sensation, he worked to file them all away. She broke contact and lifted her face to smile at him. And just like that, standing in the middle of Merryweather Historical Village and looking into her face without continents separating them, the biggest part of his soul, the part that had been missing for a 1.5 years, locked back into place. He loved her. Instantly, the pleasure of that truth was cut in half by pain. Loving her was his greatest blessing, but it was also his greatest curse, because she didn't love him the way that he loved her. Zander was no stranger to loving people who didn't love him back. He ought to have adjusted to it by now, but where Britt was concerned, he never had. They were friends. Britt had always thought of him as her very good friend. She set her palms on his shoulders. "You came back." "I promised you I would." She had the features of a warrior princess. Her eyebrows communicated determination. Her almond-shaped brown eyes revealed fierce creativity. Her chin broadcast independence. Her lips were full, her nose straight and slender. "You got taller," she accused. "Nope, I'm still 5'11". "Then I must have gotten shorter." "You're exactly the same." She appeared gratified by his statement. "You look tired." "That's because I am." "You look well rested." "That's because I am. Your hair's longer than usual." "I know. It's bugging me." Britt tilted her head, peering at him closely. "I'd sort of forgotten about the pinpricks of light blue in your eyes." "I'd sort of forgotten that you have a few tiny freckles on your cheekbones." "You forgot about my freckles?" "I admit that I did." "I'm scandalized," she said. "Have you lost weight?" "Maybe a couple of pounds." "Did I gain weight?" "Definitely not." "That's what you'd say even if I had gained weight." "Yes," he acknowledged, "because I'm no dummy." Her pale pink lips ticked upward at one edge. "You've been gone a really long time, Zander." "I know." "And you were very far away." He gave a nod. "I missed you." "I missed you too." The words felt stupidly small, like calling Mount Rainier a hill. Until he'd left her behind, he'd had no idea he could be as desolate as he'd been without her.